Everyone knows that we're living through a nightmare.
Julie Chrisley got candid about her mindset ahead of her and her husband Todd Chrisley's sentencing hearing last week. On Monday, the Chrisley Knows best stars were sentenced by a federal judge in their tax evasion and bank fraud case. Todd received 12 years in prison, and Julie received 7 years in prison, NBC News confirmed. Then, on Wednesday, a new episode of the couple's podcast, Chrisley Confessions, dropped. In the episode, which was recorded before the sentencing hearing, Julie told listeners she'd recently, quote, been focused on not living in fear.
I do feel like I live in fear. I feel like that I know in my heart that I am a Christian. I believe God. I believe that God can work miracles. I believe that He will take care of my family, that if I died today, I know where I'm going, but I still have this fear.
Julie also told Todd she was grateful their marriage had only gotten stronger.
When people go through traumatic events, a lot of times they don't make it. A lot of times the relationship falls apart because, everything is stressful and there's, way added pressures and people don't make it. And I'm grateful that our relationship has grown instead of falling apart.
She also reflected on being able to set an example of strength for her children.
It is also a blessing that my children see it, because I have said, this is the biggest adversity I've ever gone through in my entire life, but I want to go through it right. And when I say I want to go through it right, I want my kids to see me be strong.
The day after Todd and Julie's sentencing, their attorney, Alex Little, issued a statement obtained by NBC News, which reads, "Yesterday was a difficult day for the Chrisley family, but Todd and Julie are people of faith, and that faith gives them strength as they appeal their convictions. The trial was marred by serious and repeated errors, including the government lying to jurors about what taxes the couple paid. Based on these issues, we are optimistic about the road ahead." The couple's sentencing came more than 5 months after they were found guilty in their tax evasion and bank fraud trial. Todd and Julie were indicted by a federal grand jury in August 2019 on 12 counts of bank fraud and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy, all of which they have previously denied. Access Hollywood spoke with Julie in 2021, and she told us about how their family has made it through challenges, including the 2019 tax fraud charges.
You guys have had a past tough couple of years. You had some legal drama, you had some family drama, and of course 2020 as a whole. Todd was hospitalized with COVID. So I want to know how you guys got through that. Obviously, you seem very strong. You seem like a very close family. So how did the Chrisleys get through all of that?
You know what? If I feel like I have to be as organic and truthful as I can be. Our faith, absolutely, I feel like has played a huge part of that. And I think also just to realize that everybody's going through struggles. Ours just happen to make it to the news sometimes. Everybody has issues they're dealing with, whether you're dealing with issues with your children or your family members or whatever it looks like. We all have something that we're dealing with. But we are also believers that the things that we go through help us get where we want to be. And we have to learn from those issues and realize that we're no better than anybody else to have to go through trials and go through ups and downs and disappointments, that we're not immune to that any more than anybody else is, So I think it's just constantly reiterating to our children to be good, decent, kind people, to take care of those that can't take care of themselves, and that's what, and I think them seeing us be able to persevere and get through those tough times, I feel like will help them later in life, because, there's going to be a time when they're older and, good Lord willing, with families of their own, and, they're going to go through hard times. They're going to be like, but look, my mom and dad made it through this, I can do it. And that's kind of how we live our life. That is how we live our life.